The reason our soulmates feel so familiar is because we're sensing a similarity to ourselves, but not a physical similarity, a sameness, a similarity between our energetic frequencies. Every soul carries a signature, what we sometimes call an energetic signature or a soul song. These energetic signatures are unique to each soul, and if you are someone on a twin flame path, then you are aware also that it is your twin flame, your divine counterpart soul, who shares your identical core soul frequency, which is what makes twin flames unique from other forms of soulmates connection. But in this video, we're not talking specifically about twin flames, although we do discuss twin flames very often on this channel. We're actually talking about soulmates. So in today's podcast, I am going to be sharing with you 5 soulmate recognition signs. These are 5 ways to very quickly recognize one of your soulmates. But first, let me introduce myself. My name is Infinity, and this is Magnetize Yourself, where we talk about life, love, spirituality, and of course, the law of attraction. Be sure to click the subscribe button and join our beautiful community of like-minded, conscious, creative beings here on YouTube. So our soulmates are the ones who are in essence within us because they radiate a similar core soul frequency to our own. So because we are governed in this universe by the law of attraction, which states that that which is like unto itself is drawn, naturally, we are drawn together to our various soulmates in this lifetime because of that similarity or sameness of our frequency, because really everything in our universe is drawn together or repelled as a result of frequency. We are all made up of light, sound, and vibration, and everything we perceive, whether it's a person, a thing, a possession, a state of being, everything is vibrational in nature, which also means that when we deeply shift our own vibration, we can experience a paradigm shift in our life and very quickly attract whatever we desire in our life, because just like the attraction between soulmates, there is an attraction that we can create, a magnetic pull we can create between ourselves and anything or state of being that we desire. So before we get into the video, to assist you with magnetizing your own frequency, your aura, for whatever you desire to create or attract in your life, I do want to share with you my powerful subliminal meditations on my website, soundandsoulful.com. So as you can see on the screen, on this website, I've created over 100 subliminals for all areas of life. I have subliminals for physical appearance changes, for mood shifts like confidence and happiness, for material manifestations like money or business success, for love and relationships, for mind power, and so much more. And the powerful thing about subliminals is they actually bypass the conscious filter of your mind, which allows them to make deep, lasting impressions on the subconscious, which when we talk about energy and trying to magnetize our own energy field, it's actually the subconscious that controls 95% of our thoughts, because the majority of our thoughts are unconscious, but still affecting, either weighing down or lifting up our vibration, and therefore attracting or repelling what we want in or out of our life. So meditating with subliminals is a powerful way to reprogram your subconscious belief systems, thoughts, and patterns to quickly shift your vibration and magnetize yourself for what you desire to create or attract in your life. So as a free trial account member on my website, you can access any subliminal I've created completely free for 7 days. Now, if you're listening to this video, I would most highly recommend starting with my Ultimate Alchemist Transformation Subliminal. This is really powerful for helping you to take back your own power and control, your natural creative control of your own life experience to begin seeing transformations in all areas of your life. So the link to that Ultimate Alchemist Transformation Subliminal is in the pinned comment and description box under this video, and all of my subliminals are available on my website, soundandsoulful.com. So let's dive back into soulmate recognition. The first sign that you've met a soulmate is simply that feeling of familiarity. Now, familiarity is a word thrown around a lot when we talk about meeting a soulmate. Everyone always says that when they meet a soulmate, they simply feel familiar to them. It's like they've met before. This comes for two reasons. One is because you may have quite literally and most likely have quote unquote met this person before, even if you haven't met in this lifetime. Because we tend to incarnate in soul groups within the same soul families, meaning, or soul family defined as those souls who share a similar core soul frequency to our own. If you think of humanity like a giant web of consciousness and think of yourself as being one glowing ball of light somewhere on this web, you could think of your soul family as creating this kind of smaller web of lights around you. And all of those lights in certain degrees of closeness or farness from you represent the degree of closeness or the depth that you share with that particular other soul or those other souls. So these are the souls closest to you, energetically speaking. Most likely, you've been incarnating for many, sometimes even thousands of lifetimes together. Some of our soulmate connections are extremely ancient and deep, which can cause them to feel not only familiar, but very intense too. And that leads me into the second soulmate recognition sign, which is that there is a kind of emotional intensity that this person seems to bring up within you. Now, if this is a romantic soulmate, because do keep in mind our soulmates can be platonic or romantic, and the majority of them are platonic in nature. But the reason that they will bring up this intense emotion is because it's the emotion of feeling as though you're coming home to yourself. Not only do they feel familiar, but they also feel like home. And just like if you've been on a really long journey and you come back to your childhood home or to a home you've lived in for a long time, you might find yourself feeling a little bit emotional, feeling happy to be home. And that feeling of emotionality is part of what we can experience when meeting a soulmate as well. So these emotions, again, if it's romantic with this person, this can feel like intense attraction, romantically speaking, or even physically or emotional attraction. Now, even in our platonic soulmate relationships, this emotional intensity can still be there, just more so in a platonic way. So we can feel ourselves as though our mood is lifted after being around this person. We might say through our own physical words that being around this person just makes me feel more like myself or more in tune with myself. And that's because, again, this person shares a similar frequency to your own. And in some sense, they hold a piece to your spiritual puzzle. Like I said, you've most likely incarnated together in many lifetimes before. So unconsciously, at the soul level, being around this person is helping you to reconnect more with that true, authentic self, which really leads me into the third soulmate recognition sign, which is that you immediately feel very comfortable being your most authentic self around this person. This is really noticeable in friendships when you meet a friend who is a platonic soulmate for you. You will find that right when you meet this person, it's just like you instantly click in the best kinds of ways. You just seem to get each other, to understand each other's humor, your jokes, your life experiences. You may even find yourself suddenly wanting to open up to this person about very intense or traumatic things that may have happened in your life, wanting to really bare your soul to this person. And your human ego mind might be questioning this, wondering, why am I wanting to overshare or open up so much with this person? It's because you are soulmates. So this isn't your first time getting to know each other. On some soul level, your souls are eager to catch up with each other, to basically catch each other up to speed with what's been happening since you last incarnated together as souls in some different lifetime. The fourth sign that you've met a soulmate, and perhaps one of the most interesting signs, is that you will find that this person seems to remain in your consciousness no matter where you go, no matter how long you are apart or separated from one another. Even if you don't speak to this person for decades after only knowing them for 6 months, if they are a soulmate, you will never quite forget them. And the spiritual reason for this is because you never really got to know them in the first place. And what I mean by that is all of your interactions in this life, though they may have been brief, it may have just been that 3 to 6 month period that you were interacting in this lifetime. But you weren't truly getting to know them for the first time. You were actually being triggered to unconsciously remember certain lives or times that you'd spent together in previous lifetimes in the spanning eternity of your souls. So again, usually this is very unconscious. So consciously, you probably wouldn't think of it this way. But it's as though being around this person for that period of time triggered this remembrance of them and of their soul's essence and your familiarity with them on a soul level. And this really leads me to the fifth sign that someone is a soulmate. And this is that not only do you remain connected, but you have an uncanny ability to seem to have at least a slight awareness of what is going on in this person's life, even when you're out of contact in the physical world. This is most noticeable when one soulmate goes through something very intense or traumatic. Very often, if you share a very deep soulmate bond with someone, when that person is in a state of distress in their life, it's as though they send out this kind of SOS signal. You could think kind of like making a 911 call spiritually to all other souls, part of their soul family who are in their vicinity in this physical lifetime. So you might find that you randomly get the urge to reach out to this person. And then after talking with them, they tell you that they were actually going through something really challenging and needed a friend or needed someone to talk to. But you couldn't have known that from a physical 3D perspective. It's that your soul, because of its proximity to theirs, because you are soulmates and soul family, you picked up on their distress signal, so to speak, and you just knew that something was going on in their life. Now, of course, the reverse is true. Whenever one soulmate experiences some kind of major life milestone, even a celebratory milestone in their life, regardless of whether they tell you about it or not, there is always this uncanny ability between soulmates to sense when major things are happening in the life of the other. So do let me know in the comments under this video, do any of these 5 soulmate recognition signs resonate with your experience? Have you ever recognized some of your soulmates through any of these signs? Also, I would really love to hear from you if you have your own method or technique for recognizing a soulmate, because as I always say, one of my favorite parts of this beautiful community here on YouTube is being able to share thoughts and ideas and experiences, because if you're here, just like when we meet soulmates being drawn together, know that we are parts of the same soul family and we are co-creators here on this channel. So thank you for being here. I do hope you enjoyed the video. Also, the link to my Ultimate Alchemist Subliminal, which is really an incredible subliminal to help you deeply reprogram your own subconscious mind to attract abundance, happiness, and beautiful experiences into your life. The link to that is in the pinned comment and description box, and you can explore my entire library of subliminals on my website, soundandsoulful.com. I hope you have a beautiful, wonderful rest of your day, and I will talk to you again in the next podcast.